Okay, alright, I wanted to make a quick video real quick. I want to talk about my why I joined Total Life Changes and what exactly is my purpose and my reason for doing this business. But before I do that, I keep looking to the side because I'm going to tell you real quick. I want to talk about something I just learned. I mean, literally just learned. I just looked it up. Sometimes I come out in my backyard to relax my mind and my thoughts. I sit on my swing and just listen to the birds. I listen to nature, and I just clear my thoughts. Or I talk to the Lord, or I might bring my Bible out and I'll read my Bible. And when I come out here, I keep looking up and I keep noticing something on my wall, which is the remains of a caterpillar. And you might say, well, why is it still there? It's still there because I told my son to get it so many times and he chose not to, or for whatever reason. But I found myself keep looking up at it, and bugs creep me out. But anyway, I feel like I got a revelation just looking at it. And I want to talk about that and implement it or include it in my reason why. And the topic that I will use is struggle. Not trying to get deep or anything, but I want to talk real quick. I learned that a caterpillar go through 4 stages. It's born, which the butterfly lays an egg on a leaf, and then it lays an egg, and from the egg comes real small caterpillars. And when they're born very hungry, so they end up eating their egg, the egg sac that they were born in, as well as the leaf that it was born, that butterfly laid the egg onto. And I found out within an hour it would devour that whole leaf, which was mind-blowing to me. But from the egg to the caterpillar, it then turns into a pupa, might not be saying it right, or the cocoon, and from the cocoon to the butterfly. And I found out that the whole process, each stage has a process. But once it enters the cocoon, it turns into a butterfly, which takes about 16 days. So the whole process I found can take about 4 weeks. That's the life cycle of a caterpillar, 4 weeks. And I found out that it's shorter if the climate is warmer. That blew my mind too. But anyway, on my wall, I'm going to show you the remains of this caterpillar. It's a reason. Hope you can see it. But I was thinking, oh man, the caterpillar didn't make it through its cycle. Let me see, I hope you can see. It didn't make it through its cycle. So I was like, oh, he didn't make it into the cocoon. But I found out during that stage, it wasn't necessarily that he didn't make it through the cycle. He actually did make it through the cycle. They shed their skin when they enter into the cocoon. See, the cocoon is also called, when it's first spun, it's like a silk, soft, wet type of material. And so they shed their skin, and when they get inside, it's nothing but like moisture that helps prepare their wings. So once they're inside, and that was the remains. I thought that the caterpillar, if you look back over this video when I'm finished, at the end, you'll see that it looks like part of the caterpillar is hanging out. So I was like, oh man, the poor little caterpillar, he didn't make it through his transformation. But that's not so. That's just skin that was shed, which helped them inside, allows them room once they get inside. But I wanted to say, sometimes when we're going through our struggle, or we feel like we're going through whatever it is we're dealing with, and I'm saying this because I've talked to a lot of people, and it seems like a lot of people are going through, a lot of people are dealing with some stuff, life issues. And I say that because I feel like sometimes like I'm stuck and I can't get to the next cycle. I can't get to the next level, and I'm trying to figure out, what do I need to do to get there? Well, like the caterpillar, sometimes we need to shed some stuff. Move, Moses. We need to shed some things, regardless, depending on what it is. Whatever it is that's holding us back from moving to that next level. Whatever it is that's hindering us to go through that transformation to get to... I'm sorry, I keep moving my camera. Okay. Whatever it is that's holding us back from going to the next level. And it could be interfering with your finances. It could be interfering with your dreams, your goals, your whatever aspirations you have that you've been putting on the back burner. You can't remove them from the back burner, because of some of the things that you're still holding on to, or some of the things that's still acting as a dead weight. For example, if you go swimming, you can't swim with dumbbells around your legs. You can't go swimming with weights in your backpack, or those things are going to hinder you. And you need to shed them in order to go through your metamorphosis, so that you can become the better you, the greater you. And I mean, these things could be anything. It could be emotions, it could be physical, it can be emotional, it could be, psychological, it could be whatever, whatever it is that's holding you back, that's hindering you from going to the next level. You need to find out, address it, identify it, then address it, and then resolve it, so that you can get there. And it's just not going to happen. It's not going to happen until you do these things. And also, don't be afraid of change. Sometimes we see a situation and we think it's one thing when it's not. Just like I thought that caterpillar didn't make its change. I thought that caterpillar died before it was able to transform, but actually it did not. It didn't die. It had to shed that skin in order to become that butterfly. So I wanted to say, don't be afraid of change. Don't be afraid to go through your metamorphosis. And I also found out that even once they become a butterfly, they don't just jump up and able to fly off into, the world and, show their colors and their wings. It takes a minute for them. Once they come out of that cocoon, they need a minute to adjust themselves. So even when you go through your transformation, don't always expect everything to happen just like that. Sometimes you need a minute to adjust to your transformation in order to, accept your change. So that's basically all I wanted to say. Don't be afraid of your transformation. Don't be afraid of the metamorphosis that you have to go through in order to become the greater you. And trust me, when this video I'm making for you, I'm making for myself. Don't be afraid, and identify, address, and resolve, in order to get to where you need to be. And at the end of it, be patient and wait a minute, wait 1 second, give yourself a chance to adjust, and then go ahead. So I hope that this was offers some type of value to you, and I hope that you can understand and receive what the message that I'm trying to relay to you. So that's all I wanted to say. And you know, just keep looking into checking my page out on Facebook, looking at my videos, and check out what I'm doing. You might find that it's something that can help you, as well as becoming a good fit for you and your family. So again, I hope that this video was of value to you. Thank you for listening.